Hey, welcome to Good Deeds, Real Estate with a Mission. I'm Bill Weidecker from the Fine Homes Group at Keller Williams Realty Metropolitan. It is Saturday, the 23rd of March, and we are speaking of March, we are kind of marching through the month, but not without a final bang from the weather. And hey, what the heck? We've had a good winter. It's been pretty mild, and so real estate has not really been impacted by weather at all this winter. Usually when the roads are clear, buyers are out there looking at houses. I want to talk this morning. I'm here with Justin McIsaac, the producer of this show. And
what's up?
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
I am well.
Listen, don't let Mother Nature off the hook. I don't care if most of the snow's up north. I don't want any of it. I heard I've been golfing like 4 times. Get it out.
Well, we are 83 days into the year, and I'm done with snow. I mean,
I don't ever need to see it ever again.
Yeah.
Personally, that's just me.
It's me as well. So it's not just you, it's us.
All right.
I want to talk. We know that the real estate market has been just fantastic in New England. If you're a property owner looking to sell this year, it's good news, and it's been good news really since about 4 years ago, when the market in the throes of the pandemic started to take off, because New Hampshire, Northeast in general, became a very popular spot of the country to live in. And Realtor.com, which is one of the real estate portals that a lot of people go to look for available housing, has what they call a hotness index.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that like people my age will remember this? Back in the day, they had a website called Hot or Not, where you'd put a picture up on the website and people would vote on it. Is it like that? No. I'm guessing it's not like that.
It's not like that, Justin.
Okay. That's probably for the best.
It's not like that at all. But it is really the hottest zip codes out there through February of this year, and number one in the entire country, and this is over 300 market areas that they're documenting. Number one, hottest in the country, Manchester, Nashua, New Hampshire. Bang.
Yeah. How about that?
On a scale of 1 to 100, it comes in at 99.83. So that's, it's the hottest in the country. It's considered a very hot market, staying very hot compared to last month, and heating up slightly compared to last year at this time. The median days on the market, according to Realtor.com, is 23 days. Inventory is moving 39% faster than it did last year. Mm-hmm. Think of that.
Yeah.
And 38 days faster than the United States overall. So properties are not sticking on the market very long. And properties in this market area, in the Manchester, Nashua market, are getting 3.5 times more views on Realtor.com than the United States average. So when a property comes on the market, 3.5 times more people are looking at listings in the Manchester, Nashua market. So that's number one.
That's wild.
Yeah. And
I'm looking at the list, Bill, and it's like it's not just it's the whole New England area. Just about is like in the top 10.
Absolutely. Concord's number 9. If you look at Hartford and Providence are tied at number 7.
Yeah, Worcester in there, and who wants to move to Worcester? But I guess people do. Number 3,
Springfield, Mass. is number 4.
Yeah.
So when you're absolutely right, and then Boston, which is Boston is. It's actually the Cambridge Newton market, which are combined, which is weird to me, but
right.
That's Realtor.com, and that's number 6.
Yeah.
So here's what we know is that if you look at Massachusetts, the Worcester and Springfield markets, considered secondary cities to Boston, but people are looking to move to mid-sized cities now, especially people in the baby boom demographic, because they want access to services, they want access to health care, they want walkability, and we've seen that happen in even in the smaller cities in New Hampshire. Mm-hmm. You look at Concord and Portsmouth and Rochester, Dover, gained in popularity. It's unbelievable what's happened in the last 20 years. So,
well, just in the past 2 years, tons of housing's gone up in Rochester. There's a big apartment complex going in downtown. Lots of condos have been put in. It's been exploding. That's just where I live.
Yeah, it's I really believe this is going to continue in spite of the fact that interest rates, while promised that we're going to see rate cuts later this year, we've seen essentially the 30-year mortgage is now around 7, so it's less than it was in the fall, but it's not. People that were thinking it would get to 5.5 or 6. I don't think we're going to see 6%. We might see high 6s, but 6 even. I don't think we're going to see that until next year, more than likely. And waiting around for interest rates to fall in an inventory market like this, we know prices are already up. Through February of this year, Justin, prices are up 10% in New Hampshire versus the first 2 months of this year compared to the first 2 months of last year.
Wow.
And that's because of inventory. Yes, demand is there and continues to be there. We are still seeing demand outstripping supply. So
now, because I'm a sicko, I went to the bottom of the list too, Bill, to see who was last on this list at Realtor.com. Did you take a look? Or
I didn't go that low. Who is it?
It's Houma Thibodaux, Louisiana. They are dead last. Out of 300. Lake Charles is $299 in Louisiana, too. So you can get a deal in Louisiana. You just got to live in Louisiana is the issue.
Now, if I'm there, I'm saying, hey, we're in the top 300.
That's right. That's right. No, what you're saying is it's a buyer's market, right? Buy right now.
Hey, listen, there's opportunity always. It's who does it favor?
That's right.
And, it's interesting because if you look at the heat index map of the country, the Northeast is red hot. The southern states are cool a little bit, especially as you get into Florida, Texas, Louisiana, et cetera. And then the West Coast, California.
Yeah.
So
I was told everybody's vacating that state. Apparently not. Everybody looking to move out there.
Well, here's what's happened. Prices have stalled and in some markets have decreased. And when you see that happen, when there are adjustments in prices, it brings in buyers. So people say, you know what, I'm going to place a bet on that. This is a good place. I wanted to live here, couldn't afford to live here. Now prices have adjusted. I'm going to live here. So, it's fun to look at this, and I sort of check it out every month because I want to see where we stand. And we continue to be a popular part of the country to live in.
Well, it's good news for folks like you, right? If everyone's ringing you up and going to your website and hitting you up for the best deals, that's good for you and for Keller Williams. And it's good for the local economy, right?
Absolutely. And there's always going to be people that are going to sell their property because there's lots of reasons people sell, and speculation is low on that list. Yeah. It's usually because of life events that drive those decisions. And being that we still have steady demand, that's good news for the state. It's good news for those that are out there buying because there's more coming on the market than last year. So we may have crossed over where we found that lock-in effect where people had low mortgage rates and weren't willing to give them up. We may have crossed that over. So it's very, very interesting as we look at, this market and it being hot. And we're going to now, as we get into our next segment, Justin, we're going to talk about something that's not so hot. And that is real estate scams.
Oh, boy.
Be aware if you're a property owner. And we're going to talk about both of those things as we come back out of break. Real estate scams for buyers, real estate scams for sellers, and being very, very careful out there. So you're listening to Good Deeds, Real Estate with a Mission. We're coming back after break. Don't go anywhere.